Hello everyone and welcome back to Lucky Loaders 15, where I'll be giving you 3 of my best bets for tomorrow's horse racing. Before we get stuck into that, I'll just quickly do my recap. In the end, I think we're going to come out with a small loss today. We've still got Monty's award to run for us in the 750 at Stratford. She's been well fancied after her main market rival Oscar Rose was taken out. That means that there's probably been a massive rule for, and also as well she's a lot shorter now than when I put her up. I think I put her up at 2-1 last night. Last time I looked she was around about a 5-4 shot, so yeah, she should be the one they've all got to beat, but I thought that anyway before the race, but she has shortened up a bit. But away from that, we did have a good start to the day with our next best Fisherable winning at Ripon. I know a lot of people found that one, but I thought his win last time was very good, and this time they changed the tactics. They actually tried to put him more prominently in the race. He just sat behind the leader, and in the end he fought out gamely to just deny Scottish Summit, confirming that form. But still, nonetheless, I thought it was a good performance, considering I would have liked to have maybe seen him been held up, and I think if they use those tactics again, it might just suit him a little bit better, because I think he would have had a hard race today. But away from that, our selections at Stratford have been slightly disappointing. Green or Black finished in 3rd place. Now, I did recommend this horse each way last night at 9-1, but unfortunately there was a non-runner, which meant that instead of the 3 places which I originally thought they would be paying out, because there was the dead 8 runners, they're only paying 2 places. So unfortunately, as the industry goes, they would have only been paying 2 places out on that, and she finished in 3rd place, which was really annoying. So shame about that one. And then our Nap Cartmel, not sure really, travelled all right for a long way, but probably just needed to be more prominent. A lot of the horses I've seen at Stratford tonight, they've been up there at the pace for most of the way, and those that have been close to it have been finishing off their races strongly, or have been winning the races and filling the places. A lot of the horses coming from the back haven't really done too much. So yeah, a bit frustrating there. Then also as well, Rocket Ronnie, I can't really say that he ran a terrible race. He ran okay, but just didn't have the turn of foot against some of his rivals today. Maybe he is getting on now, but I still think he's not one to give up on. He'll probably spring out again at a massive price to make the frame later on in the season. But yeah, I'm not sure about him moving forward, where we'll see him next, probably in a similar race. But he's probably won, unless I thought he was terribly well handicapped and the handicapper dropped him a couple of pounds, I probably wouldn't want to get stuck into him again. But hopefully Monty's award can give us some redemption, and at least we'll come out 2 winners on the day. But overall, in the grand scheme of things, it's not been a bad couple of days. We had a 13-2 winning Nap on Tuesday, we had an 8-1 winning Nap yesterday, and also as well and a 2-1 winner. So we've been going along quite nicely at the moment, and fingers crossed we can continue that form into tomorrow, where we're going to have 3 tips, and coincidentally they're all going to be in the space of around about half an hour. And we're going to start my long shot tomorrow at Cartmel, a track I really want to visit. I love the name of the Cartmel Sticky Toffee Pudding sponsored races. It always makes me want to go up there and try one, because Sticky Toffee Pudding is one of my favourite puddings. Let me know in the comments box below, what's your favourite pudding? Love to know. But anyway, the Steward is going to be our long shot tomorrow in the 3:45. Currently backable at 9-1, and I'm going to recommend an each way bet here for Callum Bewley and Jimmy Moffat. Now, Jimmy Moffat is always an underrated trainer in my opinion. He does really well at Cartmel. He does well with his runners there. He has a decent strike rate normally, and normally if you backed him blind at £1 stake, I think you'd be up quite a lot of money. I can't remember the exact stat now, but he's always one that does really well with his runners there at big prices. And Callum Bewley's booked for the ride tomorrow. He normally books his conditional jockey Charlotte Jones. I think she works at the yard there, and she's really good value, I find, for her claim. She's done me some good favours over the years. But this horse, Steward, look at it in his profile, he's quite a solid yardstick, to be honest with you, and I thought he's quite a big price here at 9-1 and should be a lot shorter. Now, he finished 5th at Uttoxeter on his seasonal reappearance. He probably needed the run, and he was priced up at 40-1 that day, but he ran well for a long way behind Get Back of Harry Fry, who boosted, or who I should said had some good form coming into that race, some strong form from a previous race at Uttoxeter, so that wasn't a bad level of form. The form has worked out okay so far. We've had 1 runner from it, and that was the horse I finished back in 12th place with David Pipe. That horse went and won a fairly decent claiming hurdle at Southall the other day. So the form's not too bad, but the Steward's run really well here in the past. He was a course and distance winner last year, and he's quite versatile on the ground, but should be drying out tomorrow. We're expecting a hot day in England, and I just think there's a lot in his favour tomorrow. I think he's off a workable mark of 114. He's normally a consistent horse. He likes to track. The trainer's been doing all right as well. They had a couple of winners, I remember, at Perth a few weeks ago. So they've been going okay. And for me, at 9-1, I think that's a fair each way bet there. And I think he should be a lot shorter. So for me, he's going to be my long shot tomorrow. And I would be disappointed if he couldn't at least make the frame. So for me, the Steward it is our long shot tomorrow. Currently 9-1 at the time of recording. We then go to our nap, which runs over the RSC at Sligo in 3:55 for the Connaught Oaks. I thought Haparanda for Nathan Cross and Dermot Wells was a good thing here. Currently 11-4 with bookmakers at the moment. Now, the reason I've napped this horse is because I think this horse has a lot more to come. Won very well at Kilbeggan last time out and was very well fancied in the market. And she's actually owned by the Aga Khan, whose horses maybe haven't been at the top level in recent years. You know, he's obviously been a great owner for the game over many decades, but in the last few years or so, he hasn't had too many high profile horses. But if you actually look at the pedigree of this horse, she's related to lots of nice horses. She's a half sister to Group 3 winner Hazapur. She's also as well related to Harzand. I believe the Dam was a half sister to Harzand, who won the Derby for Dermot World a few years ago. So it's a lovely Aga Khan pedigree, and she's bred for better things. And this handicap tomorrow, she's going to be getting a 3-year-old allowance. She's going to be getting Nathan Cross £5 claim. She's going to be really well in at the weights here. After a win at Kilbeggan, she was raised £14 by the handicapper, but I think she's very well treated at the weights tomorrow, and she's very dangerous. She was ridden prominently last time, and I think if they deploy the same tactics again from stall 1, and Sligo's quite a sharp track, I think that really suits her. So for me, at 11-4, I think she'll go off a lot shorter tomorrow. There are some dangerous rivals in here, possibly from some of the bigger yards of the O'Brien family, but for me, Haparanda, she's bred to be a better filly than this, and I think she can win this race. And for me, 11-4, I think that represents a good bit of value there, and that's why she's going to be my nap. We then end at Cartmel in the 4:20 for the final race there with my next best, with a horse called Talkingpicturestv for Millie Wanacott, who I explained yesterday. I think she's definitely going to be a name to keep on side, claiming £7, and she's riding for Henry Oliver tomorrow. Now, she's got a good record on this horse, 2 wins from 2 starts, and this horse bolted up at market Rasen last week and is going to be well treated, running off the same mark of 87. Is due to go up a little bit more in the weights in the future, but still, nonetheless, you know, I still think it's very well treated at the weights. Now, she's a consistent mare. She doesn't win very often, but I think in the last year or so, she's been running her career best races to date. She was a horse that would often make the frame, but she's just started to break the winning habit now. And for me, 7-2, I think that's a fairly good bet there. She's very versatile on ground. She can go on good surface. She can go on heavy. She's quite versatile. And with the £7 claim of Millie Wanacott, I think there's a lot to like about this horse's chances tomorrow. And if it replicates anywhere near that market raise and win last time out, I think it'd be very hard to beat. So Talking Pictures for me at 7-2, I think it's good value there, and I'll be disappointed if she couldn't go very close. So they're the 3 best tips for tomorrow. Quickly just recap: the 3:45 at Cartmel, the Steward, 9-1 each way to Longshot, 3:55 Sligo, Haparanda for Nathan Cross and Dermot World, 11-4 win only is the nap, and then in the 4:20 Talkingpicturestv, 7-2, that's the next best, and that is a win only bet. So they're the 3 best tips for tomorrow. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel here at LuckyLoads15. If you want to follow me on Twitter as well, you can do, where my handle is at LuckyLoader15. And if you want to check out my website as well, I'm going to be writing a blog soon. I'm going to be doing my eye catchers of the week, ones that caught my eye and definitely on my radar for next time out, and that in my tracker, and that will probably go back up on my website. I might write it tomorrow, or it'll be at the beginning of next week, so stay tuned for that. And if you want to find my website, just click in the description box below. There should be a link to it. It's www.chrisloaderracing.co.uk. So that's all I got to say. So please gamble responsibly. Hopefully we can have some winners tomorrow, and we'll be seeing you soon.